Have you ever felt like the world's moral compass is just completely broken? Like what used to be considered wrong is now celebrated, and what was once valued is now mocked. The prophet Isaiah foresaw this exact moment thousands of years ago. He said, "Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness." We are living in that prophetic reality. Think about it. Things that were completely unthinkable just a few decades ago are now paraded as normal. Things that were once a source of shame are now a source of pride. The values that once protected families and society are now ridiculed. The Apostle Paul gave us a chillingly accurate description of our times in his letter to Timothy. He warned that in the last days there would be terrible times. He said people would become lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, and abusive. They would be disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, and without love. He continued, describing them as unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, and not lovers of what is good. They would be treacherous, rash, conceited, and lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. Does that list sound familiar? It's like Paul was reading today's headlines. It perfectly describes so much of our current culture. I can remember a time when movies had a clear moral code, when marriage was understood as a lifelong commitment between one man and one woman. I remember when children were taught to respect their parents and when society made it a priority to protect the innocence of children. But look around today. Mainstream entertainment often glorifies things that tear families apart. Schools are introducing ideas to young children that cause confusion about their very identity. The courts have redefined institutions that have stood for millennia. The media often celebrates choices that lead to broken homes. It seems like the very foundations are being shaken. And what grieves my heart the most is seeing the silence or sometimes even the participation of the church in all of this. We see leaders who are afraid to speak clearly about sin from the pulpit. We see Christians who are more interested in blending in with worldly values than standing out as a light for Christ. We see believers who are more concerned with being popular than being pure. But let's be clear, this isn't just a political or social commentary. This is prophetic fulfillment. This is exactly what Jesus told us would happen. He said that before his return, lawlessness would increase. He warned that the time of his coming would be just like the days of Noah and the days of Lot. What were those times known for? Widespread moral chaos and rampant sexual immorality. The world's moral compass isn't just a little off, it's spinning wildly out of control. And in the midst of this confusion, there is only one source of truth, one true north, Jesus Christ. Only his return will ultimately restore righteousness and justice to the earth. So when you see these things happening, don't lose heart. Every compromised value, every abandoned standard, every celebrated sin, it shouldn't make us despair. Instead, it should serve as a powerful reminder, a signpost pointing to a glorious truth. The King is coming soon to judge the earth and make all things new. So, my friends, hold fast to the timeless truth of the Bible. As the scripture says, do not be conformed to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Stand firm. Keep your eyes fixed on Jesus and be ready. He is coming soon. Thanks for watching. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content to help you navigate these times.